There is a saying that goes, "The rich stay rich by spending like they're poor. The poor stay poor by spending like they're rich." This is an incredibly simple idea, so basic that it could summarize everything you need to know about achieving financial independence in the next few minutes. Do not believe me? Watch the video and see for yourself. Hey guys, Biel here. And today we have a super interesting topic. How to retire in 10 years starting from scratch. As simple as it may seem, we need to ask ourselves, if it's so easy, why isn't everyone doing it? Why is it almost impossible for 99.99% of the population? Let's break down the idea that retirement is something reserved for your 60s and 70s, discuss the exact plan to give you complete financial independence as quickly as possible, and how you can replicate a strategy, even starting from scratch today. Let's go to what matters. If it were so easy, why isn't everyone doing it? And why for the vast majority it seems almost impossible? The truth is that many don't know where to start, and even if they do, they face a lack of resources to persist on this journey. So let's break this barrier together. The first rule for retiring is save money. What most people don't know is that, based on your current income and expenses, you can calculate in less than a minute how long it will take to retire given your current savings rate. If you spend 100% of your income, you will never be able to retire because you will always be left with nothing. However, if you save 25% of your income, you could retire in 32 years while maintaining your current standard of living. With 50% savings, you can retire in 17 years. And if you save 70% of your income, you will be able to retire in 8.5 years. When your savings have a tangible benefit, like buying a house, you'll realize that if you've already done it once, you could repeat the same steps and eventually earn enough to cover all your living expenses. And speaking of cutting expenses, that brings us to the next point: cut back spending. To further increase your savings and accelerate your journey to retirement over the next 10 years, it's vital to do everything in your power to save more money. Remember, with every 5% of extra income you save, you can retire several years earlier. Many people hear this and think of extreme cuts, or imagine selling their cars, riding their bikes to work, living in the middle of nowhere, and growing their own food. These options certainly help, but there's no need to go to such wild extremes to save money. There are several ways to reduce spending without isolating yourself. Consider, for example, the biggest expense we all face: housing, which sometimes consume up to half of the income. However, there is a much smarter alternative known as house hacking. This involves purchasing a multifamily property, such as a duplex, triplex, or quadruplex. Move one way and rent the others. You can also buy a house with a guest room or a basement that can be rented out, significantly reducing your cost of living. When done correctly, the other units can cover the entire cost of ownership, giving you a virtually free place to stay. To do this, you need to save 10% to 20% for the down payment, but the benefits include virtually free housing for the rest of your life, even if you don't have the down payment now. Another smart strategy to reduce your cost of living is rent hacking. Rent a house and then sublet rooms to cover your costs. Even if you don't own it, you can still save the difference and put that money toward the next steps we're about to discuss. Furthermore, there are other smart ways to reduce the cost of living. Instead of driving a new car that depreciates quickly, opt for a reliable used car that holds its value. When shopping, be patient. An effective strategy is to wait a week before purchasing something you want. 95% of the time, the desire to own something disappears after about a day or two. If you enjoy traveling, learn how to take advantage of credit card sign-up bonuses to cover the cost of flights and hotels. If you want to know more about how to make money with credit cards, click on the card that now appears on the screen. After that, if you want to retire in 10 years, it's crucial to stay away from high-interest rate debt. This is the kryptonite of financial independence and is directly linked to spending cuts and savings. However, many people don't realize the significant impact that credit cards, high-interest medical debt, and student loans can have on their retirement goals. The rule is clear: never carry a balance on a credit card, never finance something you can't afford, and avoid any debt other than a loan with a low, fixed interest rate, such as a car loan or a mortgage below 4%. The only acceptable debt is one that makes more money than you pay back, like a 3% mortgage on a rental property that yields 9%. Loans, in these cases, can accelerate your journey to financial independence. Understanding the importance of debt choices is critical to ensuring you don't find yourself trapped in a cycle of interest payments, which could significantly set back your quest for retirement by 10 years. Another essential pillar is investing. Investing consistently over the long term is key. Set a fixed percentage of your salary and direct it towards investments, regardless of market fluctuations. Patience is crucial in investing. However, the question of how long it will take to achieve your goals and how to accelerate that timeline becomes challenging. For example, if you earn $70,000 a year, you could theoretically retire in 10 years, living on $21,000 and investing the difference. This will allow you to maintain the same standard of living indefinitely after those 10 years. The option of working part-time to increase income is also always open. If you don't want or can't increase your income, your ability to retire in 10 years will depend entirely on saving 65% of your income for a decade. If you can do this, your mission will be accomplished. However, if you want to maintain a middle-class lifestyle after 10 years, the truth is that you are unlikely to achieve this goal with a traditional job, unless the salary is significantly high. If you chose to live frugally by saving 65% of your income for 10 years, you have achieved your goal. However, for those looking to retire in 10 years and want to make more money, here's my advice. Choose a career that pays based on results, not time invested. The main problem with being paid for time is that there are only 24 hours in a day. Eventually, you will reach the limit of how many hours you can work and consequently, how much money you can earn. On the other hand, if you are paid based on results, not time, you should be able to find ways to streamline the process to make more money without increasing your workload. The same principle applies here on YouTube. The difference between making a video for 10 subscribers and a video for 1 million subscribers doesn't change significantly in terms of effort. Working in a career where you can leverage what you do to earn more money without spending more time is essential. A fundamental idea is to think like a creator, not a consumer. Instead of watching YouTube videos, create YouTube videos. Instead of buying t-shirts online, create t-shirts online. You already have the idea you need to start creating value and building something meaningful. This shift in mindset is crucial to success. So, let's get to the real numbers. If you are 20 years old and want to spend $50,000 a year in retirement at age 30, you will need $1,650,000 invested. This means investing $93,000 per year, averaging an 8% return on your money to achieve this goal. If you can calculate an average pre-tax income of $150,000 and live on $22,000 a year during your 20s, you could retire in 10 years. Some of this may seem obvious, but it's the truth. You need to earn enough to save 65% to 90% of your income for a decade. The idea of retirement may seem miserable to some, but it means having the choice to pursue projects and passions. Whether it's making more money or spending all day on YouTube, the choice is yours, and having that power of choice is so worth it. In the video that is now appearing on the screen, it shows the best side hustles, which earn more than $100 per day. So be sure to watch. Thanks for watching this far. Click the like button and subscribe to the channel. Good investments.